Hello guys, welcome to another edition of Ray's Sports News and Debates. Okay, today's video we've been going over our week 2 NFL predictions. Last week we got 9 right, so pretty okay start to the season, but we're gonna try and get better this week. Some of the games a little bit more predictable, but yeah, let's get into it. First of all, we got tonight's game. We got Miami versus Buffalo. Now Buffalo didn't look very strong against Arizona last week. They kind of came on towards the end. Arizona kind of gave him that game. Tua is 1-6 against Josh Allen in his career. So there's that factor. But they're playing in above 80-degree weather. And if you don't know, Tua is 16-17 when the weather is below 80. When it's above 80, he's 17-3. So not sure why I threw that stat out there for you, but hey, maybe they're on to something. But I'm actually going to go Miami here. I think it's going to turn into an offensive shootout. And I just, I feel like Josh is going to have to turn into Superman in order to beat the Dolphins. I feel like they're going to be very, they're going to run the ball a lot. They're going to try and keep time of possession on their end, kind of limit, Tyreek and them on offense. But I am actually going to go the Dolphins here. Like I said, there's something in the air that says the Dolphins are going to win tonight. So we're gonna go upset, and we're gonna say Miami beats the Bills. First game coming on Sunday. Okay, we got the Dallas Cowboys at the Saints. Okay, the Saints looked absolutely amazing against the Carolina Panthers. Again, that's not really saying much. But I'm gonna go Dallas here. I mean, Dallas has in my opinion, okay, I think they have the more well-put offense. I think, especially on the defensive end, if they play like they did against Cleveland last week against Derek Carr and this team, they're going to force turnovers. They're going to get sacks on Carr, and I just trust my boys to get it done. So we're going to go Dallas there. Tampa Bay at Detroit. I'm actually going to go upset here. I'm actually going to go with the Buccaneers here. Now, hear me out, okay? This is a rematch, okay, of the divisional round in the playoffs from last year, okay? The Bucks were up, okay, and then Detroit just came back at the end. I feel like Tampa Bay, they learned from that. Baker learns from that, okay? And they pull it out. I think it's going to be a 3-6-point game, but I do kind of feel the Bucks are going to win this game, so we're going to go Tampa. Next game, okay, we got Indianapolis at the Packers. Okay, Jordan Love's going to be out for about 3 to 4 weeks, so I believe Mark Willis is going to be the starter. I'll have to check the rosters. But either way, I'm going to go the Colts here. The Colts looked great. Anthony Richardson looked like a baller against the Houston Texans. I thought that game was going to be a blowout. I thought Houston was just going to cream them. Okay, and pretty much to the end, Indianapolis was winning that football game. But Indianapolis wins here. I like their team so much better than I like the Packers without Jordan Love. Even with Jordan Love, I kind of feel like it would have been close. I probably would have picked the Packers, but definitely got to go with the Colts now that Jordan Love's going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. Jets at the Titans. You got to go Jets here. I'm sorry. Will Levis looked like butt cheeks week 1. Probably threw the dumbest interception I've probably ever seen in my life. But I do think Will Levis has potential. But that was a really bad performance week 1. But I think Aaron Rodgers and them bounce back. I think the offense kind of starts getting their first foot forward in the right direction, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna go Jets there. San Francisco versus Minnesota. San Francisco all the way. They're gonna box and win Justin Jefferson. Okay, they're gonna Sam Darnold's gonna turn the ball over at least probably 2 or 3 times. Although Sam Darnold did look great week 1, but again, he played the Giants, and now he's actually playing the defense. Okay, but we're going to go San Francisco here. Seattle versus New England. This one could go either way. It really could, and it's probably the hardest game to predict. But my head says to go with Seattle because they got the better offense. Okay, and I bet against the Patriots last week, because I thought Joe Burrow, we're going to crush him. I was wrong. That defense New England has is kind of legit. Okay, but We're going to go Seattle. I just trust Geno Smith a little bit more. The defense is obviously going to probably allow more than 10 points. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But the offense they're going up against is a little bit, more, Joe Burrow, I think, still recovering from the wrist surgery personally. At least that's what it kind of showed week 1. I do think Seattle will be able to get a run game established pretty early, make the play action easy. So I'm going to go Seattle. Giants versus Washington. God, they both looked awful week 1. I'll go Commanders just because, I like Jaden Daniels. Commanders, I guess. Chargers versus Carolina. I think the Chargers go 2-0 here. The Panthers look terrible. They look absolutely awful. Okay. The Chargers, for the most part, looked okay. I'm gonna go Chargers here. But next game, okay, we got Cleveland versus Jacksonville. Again, game could go kind of either way. I am gonna go Cleveland here. I trust their defense a little bit more to kind of contain Trevor Lawrence and that offense. But yeah, we're gonna go Cleveland there. Next one, we got the Raiders. Okay, Raiders versus the Baltimore Ravens. I think the Ravens bounce back here. I think Derrick Henry probably has 2 touchdowns at least, probably 120 yards. Gardner Minshew looked okay, but I mean, let's go Ravens. Let's be real here. Okay, we got the Rams at Arizona. Another game that could go either way. I do trust Stafford and the Rams to pull it out a little bit more, so I am going to go with the Rams on this one. Pittsburgh versus Denver. Okay, Russell Wilson's supposedly his revenge game, but he's not playing. They're going with Justin Fields for a second week in a row. I think this is tough. I am going to go Pittsburgh to win this game. Bo Nix kind of looked a little average. He had signs of potential, but he really looked like he was a rookie quarterback his first game. And now he's going up against probably the second best defense in football, maybe the best, who knows. But he's got to do with TJ Watt. So hopefully the Steelers score a touchdown this week. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's not try and win again by field goals. But yeah, we're going to go Pittsburgh there. Next game, Cincinnati versus Kansas City. I'm going to go Kansas City. Cincinnati looked absolutely terrible against the New England. I do think Burrow was playing through that injury. I feel like they probably should have gave him the first 2 or 3 weeks off, kind of go with the backup. I don't want Joe Burrow getting further hurt. Okay, I'd rather have him long-term in his career rather than the start of a season. But I will go Kansas City in this one. Next one, okay, Sunday night, we got Chicago, okay, and the Houston Texans. I am going to go with Houston on this one. I do think it's going to be an offensive shootout, and if Caleb Williams plays like he did last week, which I don't think he will, I think he will be better, okay, they're going to get their asses whooped. But I trust Houston. That they have the more, proven quarterback, more proven wide receivers, okay, more proven running back. I trust Texans to cover here, so we're going to go Texans. Okay, Monday night, we got Atlanta, okay, at the Eagles, which I think is honestly going to be a shootout. This one could go 38-37. Okay. Philadelphia's defense looks absolutely like the same, if not worse than last year, especially the secondary. They can say they got all these new additions, but you could have proven me wrong. Okay. Kirk Cousins, first game off of the Achilles, did not look very good. Okay, looked very humbled, but he was playing the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, so I will kind of give him a pass there because their defense is kind of legit. But it's really tough because outside of Saquon, the offense was pretty kind of stagnant. I'm probably going to get this one wrong, but I'm going to trust Philadelphia to cover. No. We're going to go with the Falcons. I think Bijan's going to run on that defense, do whatever he wants. Okay. Yeah, we're going Atlanta. Okay. Upset alert. Book it now. We're going the Falcons over the Eagles. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe to the channel today. Once again, we're getting more and more subscribers into the channel, guys. Thank you so much for the love and support. Okay, I believe we're 38 away from 500, which is the goal that I set out with when I first started the channel a couple years ago. And all that support is due to you guys. Okay, share the video, put it on your Facebooks, tell your friends, tell your family members. Okay, subscribe to the channel today. Okay, I am saving up money for better equipment. Instead of, like, you know, as you can tell, I do this in my car. But but yeah, guys, thank you again so much for the love and support. And until next time, you guys have a good one.